So here we are again on our journey within with Bhagwad Gita, right? So we are doing the second chapter following Swami Rama and Shivananda, right? And with me, I have my very beautiful friends. We are all on the same journey, and they are going to take over from now. Vishali is there, then Menka ma'am is there, then Sanjana is there. Let me just share my slide, 1 minute. Okay. Yeah. Can you all see this?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're doing verse 45 today, right?
Right.
45. Is this the one? Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, Vishali. Over to you now.
Yes. Okay. त्रैगुण्य विषया वेदा निस्त्रैगुण्यो भवार्जुन निर्द्वन्द्वो नित्यसत्त्वस्थो निर्योगक्षेम आत्मवान्.
Okay. Menka ma'am?
Divine morning everyone.
Yeah, divine morning.
ये है अध्याय 2 का 45 नंबर. इससे पहले हमने किए थे, उसमें भगवान ने दिया था आत्मा का ज्ञान, आत्मा के गुण बताए हैं और आत्मा का बताया है कि आत्मा शाश्वत है, नश्वर नहीं है, शरीर नश्वर है. और अब दे रहे हैं भगवान बुद्धि और कर्म का ज्ञान यहाँ से. तो त्रैगुण्य विषया वेदा, कि वेदों में जो 3 गुणों का वर्णन है, 3 गुण हुए सतो रजो और तमो गुण. वेदों में इन 3 गुणों का वर्णन है. निश्चय गुण्यो भवार्जुन, इन तीनों गुणों से तुम ऊपर उठ जाओ. कारण कि विषय कहा गया है कि इन तीनों गुणों से कामनाएं उत्पन्न होती है और उन कामनाओं से हम कर्म करते हैं. तो तुम इन तीनों गुणों से ऊपर उठ जाओ. निर्द्वंदो, द्वंद्वों से मुक्त हो जाओ. और द्वंद्व क्या है? सुख दुख, लाभ हानि, मान अपमान, ये सभी हमारे अंदर के द्वंद्व है. तो इन्हीं द्वंद्व से भी ऊपर उठ जाओ. नित्य सत्वस्थ हो, सदैव सत्य में स्थित रहो. और सत्य क्या है? ये जो प्रेजेंट मूवमेंट है वही सत्य है. नाउ, एकार्ट टोल की बुक है नाउ, उसमें उन्होंने बताया है कि जैसे न पास्ट में रहो न फ्यूचर में रहो, प्रेजेंट में रहो, वही सत्य है बीइंग नाउ. और वही ध्यान भी है. इसके आगे है निर्योग क्षेम. निर्योग क्षेम मतलब संचय की से मुक्त हो जाओ. हमें भौतिकता में संचय नहीं करना है, संचय की प्रवृत्ति से मुक्त हो जाना है. और आत्मवान बनना है. अगर हम गुणों से ऊपर उठ जाते हैं, द्वंद्वों से मुक्त हो जाते हैं और सदैव प्रेजेंट मोमेंट में रहते हैं, सत्व में, और संचय से भी मुक्त हो जाते हैं, तो हम आत्मवान बन जाते हैं. यस जसवीर मैम.
Sanjana, yeah.
थैंक यू मेनका मैम. तो नमस्कार साथियों. तो बहुत सुंदर श्लोक है, इसे हम अपने जीवन में उतारें. श्री कृष्ण अर्जुन से कह रहे हैं कि तुम निस्त्रय गुण्यो भवार्जुना, निस्त्रय गुण, निर्गुण बनो. ये जो रजस तमस सत्व गुण है, these are attributes of the mind, of our lower nature. We are not the mind. तो कह रहे इससे ऊपर उठो, ट्रांसेंड करो इनको. तो हमें नित्य सत्य में स्थित होना है, आत्मवान बनना है. एंड निर्द्वंद बनना है, निर्द्वंद, नो इफ्स एंड बट्स। ये जो कंपैरिजंस हैं, ये जो कंट्रास्ट है हमारी लाइफ में, जैसे मैं इनका मैम ने बोला, सुख है तो दुख है, लाभ है या हानि है, तो इनसे ऊपर उठना है, हमारी हायर नेचर में जाना है। वी हैव टू रेज अपवर्ड्स। सो अ हायर नेचर इज निर्गुण, इन सबसे परे, इन सबसे पार आत्मवान बनना है। सो वी हैव टू बी अलर्ट एंड वी हैव टू बी कॉन्शियस ऑफ आवर कॉन्शियसनेस। चेतना के प्रति चैतन्य रहकर हमें कर्म करना चाहिए। सो दिस इज व्हाट श्री कृष्ण इज टेलिंग अर्जुना। यस।
Yeah, I'll just add a little. Actually, I just heard Osho sometime back, and he has I mean, I was quite impressed by that talk. He says that Krishna was no less than a scientist, actually. When he spoke about three gunas, these three gunas, he spoke as a scientist, right? But all the people who spoke after them, they forgot the science and they just kept on reciting what was written. Honestly, it's only a few decades back when the electron or the neutron, protons, and electrons were discovered, I would say, not invented. They were discovered because when they discovered the structure of an atom, that atom is also made up of three things: electrons, neutrons, as well as protons, right? One is positive, one is negative, one is neutral. We've all learned this in science. So similarly, these three gunas are also doing exactly the same thing: destroying, creating, and maintaining, right? Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh. It's all, basically, they're all the same. It depends what you want to understand now. Earlier, people were not too educated. They were explained as Brahma, Vishnu, and Mahesh, right? People who were scientific, they understood the deeper meaning of the three gunas. It's only now when after science has actually discovered the structure of the atom, we can relate it to that. So what he says was, Krishna knew the qualities of these three gunas. One is, and all of them are required, my dear. It's not that we are supposed to just remove the tamas, because if tamas is not there, if that inertia is not there, we will, like, for example, you start a car, and if the brake is not there, you know what's going to happen: disaster. So gravitational pull is also required. That inertia is also required at some point of time. Rajas is also required. Activity is also required. But then, now, if you compare it with a triangle, the lower two cones of the triangle can be compared to this Rajas and Tamas, a balance. वो जो एक तार के ऊपर चलता है, he is always moving. He is never still like that. कभी एक तरफ गिरने लगता है तो वो दूसरी तरफ balance करता है. So we have to keep a balance there. And once we maintain that balance, the top triangle, the angle is the sattva, right? That is what is maintaining the balance. So जब आप higher frequencies में रहते हैं, you are able to maintain. So love and all these positive thoughts, जैसे आज हम meditation बात कर रहे थे, that is the positive side. Negative is all the negative things. And then eventually there has to be a balance. So without balance, there is nothing. We basically have to maintain a balance. हम इतना भी कर लें, it's more than enough for us. हाँ, जो आप गुना अतीत की बात कर रहे हैं, going beyond the guns, that is the central point. Then you're nowhere over there. Then तो आप beyond चले गए ना. So basically we have to be conscious. हम इन तीनों में से कौन सी स्टेट में हैं और किस स्टेट में हमें होना है. When you're supposed to be active, you're supposed to be at work. उस टाइम पे आप तमस को encourage नहीं कर सकते. Okay? And when it is your time to rest, to meditate, तो उस टाइम पे you have to relax yourself and be in the moment. So that balance has to be maintained. Basically, that is the whole idea. Yes, Jagdeep sir, am I right? Or would you like to add something more?
No, you have said it beautifully. There's nothing.
Huh?
You have said it beautifully. There's nothing like
Okay,
that.
okay. That's a very long video. I'll put it on the group also. It actually explains Osho as it is, the way he explains things so much practically and I mean, I understand it so well. I understood it very well the minute he related it to electron, neutron, and proton. Those three things. So that was very, very nice. Okay. So shall we go? Hanji.
Yeah, Swami Rama has also said this in a very beautiful way. He said that he is divine, human, and animal all at the same time.
Yeah.
Tattva is divine, and Rajas is human, Tamas is animal. So it is all the same at the same time. And his behavior depends on which part of him is most developed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we just have to be conscious about that. We need all three, no doubt, but कब कौन सा required है, कब किसको हमें encourage करना है, like that. So that is how he explains. So these three words are, it's going to come later on also in many other verses. This is actually very, very deep, to understand these three gunas. हम किस में, तो इसके साथ you must have noticed sattva foods को भी हम ऐसे कर लेते हैं, because certain foods are increasing those energies in us. अभी fasting, people were fasting for 9 days. वो सब सात्विक खाना खाते हैं, but then किस लिए खा रहे हैं? So that those gunas, to remain consciously in that mode. So these are three modes basically in which we keep shuttling. For ये particle and wave, अगर आपको याद हो, long back when we were talking about quantum physics, I had shown you a video also on that. But अभी इस पे ज़्यादा time spend नहीं करेंगे. We'll come to this some other time again. So I'm going ahead with the next one now. चलो ये तो हो गया. 47?
Yeah.
Okay.
कर्मण्येवाधिकारस्ते मा फलेषु कदाचन मा कर्म फल हेतुर्भुर् मा ते संगोऽस्त्व कर्मणि.
बहुत ही सुंदर श्लोक है ये, अपने आप में आत्मसात करने लायक श्लोक है ये. कर्मण्ये वाधिकारस्ते, कि कर्म करने पर अधिकार है तुम्हारा. मा फलेषु कदाचन, कदाचन मतलब किंचित मात्र भी नहीं, कभी भी नहीं. फल पे तुम्हारा कभी भी अधिकार नहीं है. मा कर्म फल हेतुर्भुर्, कि कर्म फल के उद्देश्य से भी तुम्हें कर्म नहीं करना है, कि कोई फल के उद्देश्य से तुम्हें कर्म नहीं करना है. माते संगोस्त्व अकर्मणि, अगर ये सोचें कि जब हमें कोई फल की इच्छा ही नहीं करनी है तो हम कर्म क्यों करें, तो ऐसा भी नहीं करना है. हमें कर्म, नित्य कर्म और है वो हमें हमेशा करते रहना है. कि कर्म पर अधिकार है, फल पर नहीं है. ऐसा इसलिए कहा जा रहा है कि हमारा ये जीवन है वो कई जन्मों की यात्रा है. हमें पता नहीं है, इस बात का ज्ञान नहीं है कि हमने किस जन्म में कैसे कर्म किए हैं. और आज जब हमारे सामने सुख और दुख आते हैं, सुख भी आते हैं तो वो हमारे ही कर्मों का फल है, और दुख भी है तो हमारे ही पूर्व जन्म की कर्मों का फल है ये. तो इसमें हमें आसक्ति नहीं रखनी है. अगर हम आसक्ति उसमें करते हैं, उसमें द्वंद्व करते हैं, तो हम और कर्म बनाते हैं और फिर हम आवागमन के चक्र में ही रहते हैं. इसलिए भगवान ये हमारे लिए कह रहे हैं कि फल की इच्छा मत करो. फल की इच्छा से तुम और आवागमन के चक्र में बनोगे है. और ये सोच के कि फल की इच्छा नहीं करनी है तो मैं कर्म ही नहीं करूं, ऐसा भी नहीं करना है. उसमें भी आसक्त नहीं रहना है. ये एक छोटी सी कहानी है महाभारत की, कि जब भीष्म पितामह अपने जीवन के अंतिम समय में बाणों की शैया पे थे, तब भगवान उनसे युद्ध के उपरांत मिलने के लिए जाते हैं. तब वो पूछते हैं कि मैंने अपना जीवन तो पूरा कठोरता से एकदम धर्म का परायण करते हुए मैंने अपना जीवन जिया है, तो आज मुझे ये किस कर्म का फल है. तब भगवान उन्हें कहते हैं तुम आज से पूर्व 100वां जन्म अपना याद करो. तो भीष्म पितामह अपना 100वां जन्म याद करते हैं तो उन्हें ज्ञात होता है कि वो एक पथ से जा रहे थे, एक मार्ग से जा रहे थे. वहां एक सर्प भी चल रहा था और उन्होंने उस सर्प को उठा के रेंडमली ऐसे फेंका, तो वो सर्प जाके कटीली झाड़ियों में गिरा और उसके पूरे शरीर में कांटे लगे। तो वही उस कर्म का फल भीष्म पितामह को इस जीवन में मिला कि वो उतनी ही बाणों की सैया पे लेटे रहे, उतने ही दिन लेट के मृत्यु को प्राप्त हुए। कि हमें ज्ञात नहीं है कि हम इस समय में दुख है हो रहा है, वो हमें समझ में आता है, लेकिन दुख क्यों हो रहा है ये हमारे ही कर्म का फल है। इसके लिए उसमें आसक्ति नहीं रखनी, द्वंद्व नहीं करना। ये इस श्लोक में बहुत
Nice.
सुंदर से वर्णन है। या
Thank you for that story. That's very interesting. I did not know that. Yes, Sanjana ma'am, anything else?
थैंक यू। कर्म के बारे में बता रहे हैं, कर्म।
Yeah.
श्री कृष्ण कह रहे हैं तुम्हारा अधिकार फल पर नहीं है, सिर्फ कर्म करने में है, कर्म पर अधिकार है। तो और ऐसा भी हमारा भाव ना हो कि हम कर्म ही ना करें। अक्सर हम दोस्तों हिसाब किताब करते हैं, ये करेंगे तो इसका ऐसा मिलेगा, बट श्री कृष्ण कह रहे हैं कि जो फल है उसके बारे में सोचना ही नहीं है, सिर्फ कर्म पर फोकस करना है। सो वी डोंट हैव टू सिट आइडल ऑल्सो, कि हम फल नहीं सोच सकते तो हम काम भी ना करें, कोई कर्म भी ना करें, ऐसा भी नहीं करना है। एंड वी हैव टू जस्ट फोकस, हमको एक दृष्टा भाव रखना है और कर्म में अटैचमेंट नहीं रखनी है, दृष्टा भाव से हमने अपना कार्य करना है। सो बीइंग इज मोर इंपॉर्टेंट देन डूइंग। वी हैव टू कीप दिस इन माइंड। देयर शुड बी नो कंसर्न फॉर व्हाट आई एम गोइंग टू गेट आउट ऑफ दिस। तो फ्रूट पर नहीं रखना अपना अटैचमेंट, जस्ट डू योर कर्म एज पर योर।
It's a very simple shlok, very deep. In fact, Gita ka agar koi kahe, what is the summary? What do we learn from it? I think everyone has always spoken about this, that we don't have to look for what we get out of it. Action is only important. So selfishness should not be the motivation for any work. Ki isme se what are we going to get out of it? But it's easily said that done. Normally disappointment comes when we don't get what we thought we are going to get. हमने तो इतना अच्छा किया, then why this, why that? We are always, so it's only कहते हैं ना reinforcement. बार बार अगर हम एक चीज पढ़ते हैं, सुनते हैं, डिस्कस करते हैं, then at least we start becoming conscious. तो वो 10 बार जो हम चेक करते थे कि हमें क्यों नहीं मिला, no one bothers, no one, कोई credit नहीं मिलता, this that. So you reduce the number of times, at least utna hi kar le. I always love graphing things, 10, grading yourself. To today 3 out of 10 raha, to kal 5 out of 10, something like that. You can do your self check. So yes, no doubt, but he says that right action is superior to inaction. ये भी नहीं कि अच्छा कर्मा बनेगा ही नहीं तो हम कुछ करेंगे ही नहीं, तो जब कुछ करेंगे ही नहीं तो फिर बुरा भी नहीं होगा, so we will be the winners at the end of the day. But नहीं, ऐसा नहीं है. Inaction nahi karna hai. We have to act, but yes, not with the first aim should not be. See, it eventually comes. Whatever you're done, you're going to face la boomerang. Jo aap karoge, it's going to come back to you. Whether now, later, now we've understood that our life is not just this, these 60, 70, 80 years that we live, 90. This is not our entire life. Our life is, it's just an ongoing process. Remember at Prism? Invisible, visible, invisible, visible, like that. So that's the way we go. So अगर हम वो चीज समझ लेते हैं, then we won't bother कि हमें आज ही इसका क्यों नहीं fruit मिला. You will get it sometime. That's not your work. That's the work of the divine, of the universe. You will get it sometime or the other. और जो आपके साथ problem भी आ रही है, be rested assured, nobody else is responsible. You are responsible yourself. आपने कुछ कभी किया ही होगा, तो introspect करिए. And what's the best way to introspect? Sit in meditation. Regular meditation, you will realize yourself. So you will stop complaining. पति साहब हमेशा कहते थे, no complaint, no judgment, no complaints. Complain नहीं करना है कि मेरे साथ आज ऐसा हो रहा है तो क्यों हो रहा है, ये सब तुम्हारी वजह से. ये तब we always look outside to blame to somebody else. It's not like that. Whatever you have done, you have to face it. You have to face the music either today or tomorrow or whenever. So I think the complaint and judgment just goes away once you accept that. So abhi to wo acceptance हमें करना है, reinforce करना है उसको again and again. कभी भी किसी पे blame डालने का मन करे, just read this line that it is coming back to you, So yes, sir. Jagdish sir, your wisdom, please.
See, this is, I know, it's a so popular a verse, so especially for young people, they are told this. I personally believe that this slok had to be written and stuck in the doors, especially in the children's room, so that they keep reading this all the time and remembering this. In today's world, what is happening is, especially in the corporate world, you had talked about targets, you are given targets, you are taken appraisals,
Yeah.
and your mind always keeps focusing on that instead of what you are doing now. You always try doing things to please the other person, the boss. In even an education system, there's so much of peer pressure. We look more at all the appraisal or the acceptance of the peer instead of what you're doing. But we have ourselves felt quite often when we do without those issues, how much we enjoy what we are doing. This has happened many times. When you forget that you're looking for something and you start doing that work for yourself, you become, so focused, and in the end you enjoy it, that work itself. And I think that's extremely important. And this is why I think this slok has to be written down and stuck in, especially children's schools, children's rooms, so that
Yes.
we keep reminding them of this all the time. And
Yes.
it's extremely important. It's very powerful, and it is very true. That's what I believe.
Absolutely. Absolutely, sir. I think a lot of teachers hear about quite a few. So this is the takeaway today from this verse. As sir has suggested, we will focus on the meaning of the verse and share with our students that they don't, for example, I mean, the results were out. I would just like to share. This time, first time, I did not want to focus on first, second, third, something like that. So we did not take out a merit list, in the same cliche way, jaise har saal hoti thi, my child first. You won't believe the parents were so disappointed. They came to me, ma'am, what our child worked so hard and his name is, there is no first, second, third, you have abolished that. So I had to explain it to them that why, first, second, third, and the rest losers, that is the kind of message we give. And the child is focusing so much on coming first. He's just cramming, not understanding anything, not giving energy and time to any other talents or his own passions. Because he has, as you said, appraisal. He has that thing, that target. Ki Papa ne bola, if I come first, I get a mobile. If I come first, I get a new laptop. So this is generally unknowingly we do. We have done that, all of us as parents. हम भी बच्चों को एक target दे देते हैं. If you do this, you will get this. So they are working for that thing, not really growing up as a personality. So slowly, sir, we are changing the pattern in our school. As it is with this NEP coming, yesterday only we had meetings, and I have shared with my friends that we are going to now focus on project-based learning. That's called PBL. That is whatever subjects they are doing. So in one period is allotted to 5-6 teachers at the same time. That classroom will be divided according to the interest of the child. A child who's, good in music, good in dance, good in... So it's not that only one teacher is taking care of that activity period. It's going to be taken care by 5 to 6 people who are expertise in that, discipline, dance, music, art, maybe oratory skills, dramatics, all these things. So the child has a liberty to go to any one of them during that 1 hour. So a child who wants to, pursue dramatics or want to become a good dramatic, so he goes to that teacher. And then 1 or 2 months, he wants to switch now. Now he wants to learn dance. He'll go to the dance teacher. So there's nothing like that if he's stuck once there, so he's the dancer only, not forever. Not like that. So he can explore himself, his own talents and passion without aiming too much on just cramming and vomiting on the examination paper. So we are slowly moving from that typical industrial revolution style of education system where we were just churning workers, stereotype workers, and now going to a little more creative and little more, the children will be let loose, So they'll be little free to choose what they want to do without the pressure of getting 90% marks and 95% marks. So as far as I can do in my own domain, we are all working on this side. So that way. I just wanted to share that here because it's quite relatable. But yes, no doubt, we have to tell our students that focus on what you want to do rather than, competing that what am I going to get out of it. So from today's verse, I think you've all got the hint what we have to share with our students now. So we are keeping a little time from Monday, the new session starts. We have kept about half an hour in the morning. 15 minutes is meditation. 15 minutes is some kind of discussion and sharing with the teachers and the students, informal. So there they are going to incorporate whatever we discuss here as far as this child, with the child's level, whichever class the child is. So that few things we are trying to fine tune in the school. So thank you for the guidance, sir. It was very, very valuable and so relatable. And we are totally moving forward with that intention in our school. Okay, anything else, Rohan? I think you were quite happy to hear that. I wish your child was in my school. You're in Bombay, right? Yeah, Rohan?
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
No, it's a
So-
good thing. It's very interesting to know. Hope all schools adopt this.
Yeah, slowly they will eventually. जैसे हम बोलते हैं ना, slowly सब spirituality में भी आएंगे, तो slowly सबको इस मोड में आना ही पड़ेगा, because industrial revolution 35-40 years पहले जो हुआ था, factory made students, हम लोग factory made ही तो हैं, same syllabus, same this, and we were designed to sit on a desk, 9 to 5 job करनी, that's it. आज से 30 years पहले अगर हम अपने parents को बोलते हो, I just want to do singing, nothing else. So they will think something's gone wrong with us. ये क्या? ये तो hobby है. They call it a hobby. It cannot, but when your passion and your hobby joins up with your profession, I think sky is the limit then. So
Yep.
that is what
So
I've
true.
experienced. So we should never really pressurize. And जब से पढ़ा है ना, your children are not your children. So और थोड़ा सा वो आ गया कि we are no one to hold their reins like that. Wherever they want to go, just let them go, once you've taken care of their basic needs. तो एक तो ये poem, some mothers अपने cupboard के अंदर लगा लीजिए, Khalil Gibran की, your children are not your children. And so that whenever you think you have to control them, you can be little conscious about that, कि नहीं, they are individuals. For all you know, their soul is older than your souls. Eventually, thoda time or up, you'll be with us. You will realize that for all you know, their souls are much ahead of yours. You are not even competent enough to guide them, except taking care of their physical needs. So they are on their own journey. Just let them be, right? And then ye jo aaj ka tha, not to focus on results like sports said. Okay, it is competitive, all right, but we have to teach them, pay emphasis on other things when they play a sport. That's team spirit, helping each other. I think sports people learn this eventually when they're in a team, helping each other and working as a team, divided potentials. जिसका जो अच्छा होता है. Remember that movie, वो hockey वाली एक आई थी. So all the players have their individual strengths. So when all those strengths join up, then miraculous results can be obtained. So we have to teach our students there. Thank you. Yeah, Sanjana, your children once, come through you, but not for you. It's a lovely poem. It has taught me a lot of things. I used to try and control my children all the time, that they don't know what to do. I will tell them what to do. So once I heard this, I felt it belittled me, because it made me feel so small, that what am I doing? They know much, they know, and let them experience. It's their life. They've come. Girenge to apne aap, uthenge bhi, they will learn from their faults. So with that, I think we can formally close it down unless somebody else has any comments or anything to share. But this is too silent an audience, because sometimes I feel I'm just speaking to the screen and it's just the 3-4 of us talking to each other. Thoda sa share kiya karo, whatever you learn, whatever you... कोई डाउट भी हो सकता है. You don't have to agree to everything. आपको कहीं कुछ डाउट है, something which you are not resonating with, you can ask. Come on. We have the opportunity of, people, such experienced people with us. तो आपको कोई डाउट लगता है कहीं, you can ask. These teachers really go into a silence mode on Sunday. So I think they don't have any questions. तो हम बंद करते हैं फिर यहाँ पे. So I'm stopping the live recording now.